So, Esme, my wonderful daughter, has a very important question for us this week. Esme, what did you ask?
Do you poop in heaven?
So, first things first, what is poop? Well, poop is the waste that is left behind after our bodies have taken out all of the goodness, all of the good stuff for our bodies from food, and it's what's left and it's what our bodies need to get rid of. So, poop is not good. Although you do need to poop. Not pooping is also not good, because then all the bad stuff stays inside. Do your poops. But in heaven, aren't we just spirits? And spirits don't need to poop, so surely that's the answer to the question. Why would there be poop in heaven if we're just spirits floating around? That's not what the Bible says. Let's read from a book in the Bible called 2 Corinthians chapter 5 about what we will be like when we get to heaven. We know that when this earthly tent we live in is taken down, that is when we die and leave this earthly body, we will have a house in heaven, an eternal body made for us by God and not by human hands. We grow weary in our present bodies, and we long to put on our heavenly bodies like new clothes. For we will put on heavenly bodies. We will not be spirits without bodies. You get a body in heaven. But what about food? As I've already said, poop is the bad stuff that our bodies want to get rid of. So if we don't eat any food in heaven, we won't need to poop. Well, in a book called Matthew that's all about Jesus' life, it's a biography written by witnesses about Jesus' life, Jesus said this about heaven. You can read it if you like in the book called Matthew in chapter 8 verse 11. It says this, "I tell you this, many people will come from all over the world, from east and west, and sit down with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob," those are some old Bible guys, "at the feast in the kingdom of heaven." So, if Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob are there, it must mean they're dead and in heaven, and there's a feast that we're all going to sit down and have together. There is food in heaven, and we have got bodies in heaven. So, do our heavenly bodies poop heavenly food? Here's one final verse from the Bible, from a book in the Bible called Revelation, about the future, about the new earth, which some people call heaven, that helps us answer the question once and for all. It says this, Revelation, this is chapter 21, verse 27. It says, "Nothing impure will ever enter the new earth, nor will anyone who does what is shameful or deceitful, but only those whose names are written in the Lamb's book of life." Did you hear that first bit? Nothing impure will ever enter the kingdom of heaven, the new earth, where followers of Jesus will go when they die. So there's your answer. No, there won't be poop in heaven, because there isn't anything impure in heaven, bad for you, to put in our heavenly new earth bodies anyway. Just imagine what that means. Amazing feasts and incredible food and drink, but all of it is good for you. Isn't that awesome? And there's a couple more pieces of really good news. The first bit of good news is this. The average person spends around 73 hours per year. That's roughly 3 days doing a poop. So that's 3 extra days in each heavenly year to spend hugging Jesus, riding heaven dinosaurs, and going on adventures to explore the vast new earth that God is going to create for us.
How do we get to heaven?
A final great question from Esme, and the answer is actually really simple. All we have to do to know this amazing new life where there's no poop at all, in fact, the Bible says there's nothing bad in this new earth that God's going to make for us. All we have to do is have a relationship with God. How does that start? It starts with just talking to him, like any other relationship, saying, "Hey God, I want to know you." It starts by realizing that there's a lot of poop in our lives, messed up stuff. And actually, we need God to take that away, to deal with that, to help us to live in a different way. I pray that you will have an amazing relationship with the God who loves you so much, and that maybe there has been something in learning about whether or not we poop in heaven that has helped you today. If nothing else, I hope it was entertaining. Have an amazing day, and the Lord be with you. See you soon.